It is almost time for bed. Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig and Peppa are having mugs of hot milk.
George, why are you dressed up in that spacesuit? You should be in your pyjamas.
George loves everything to do with space.
Oh. George, take your space helmet off to drink your milk.
Bedtime, little ones.
At night, George likes to listen to his space mobile.
Not space again. It's boring.
Space isn't boring. It's full of stars.
I can't see anything. It's too dark.
It's easier to see the stars from outside.
Can we go outside now?
Peppa, you're in your pyjamas.
Maybe if you put your coats on over your pyjamas, we could go outside just this once.
Hooray! Daddy, why are you lying on the ground?
This is the best way to see the stars. Look at these little stars. Imagine you are joining the dots.
That's called the Big Dipper.
Ooh!
Yes, and the two stars at the end point to the North Star.
Wow! North Star, North Star, are you near or are you far? Can we get there in the car?
No, Peppa. The stars are much too far away.
Are they even further than the seaside?
Oh, yes, but they look a lot closer through a telescope.
Have we got a telescope?
No, but Grandpa Pig has a very good telescope.
Can we go to Grandpa Pig's house now?
It's much too late.
Maybe we can go just this once, Daddy Pig.
Hooray!
It is the first time Peppa and George have been in the car at night.
Look, we're following the North Star.
North Star, shining with a twinkly glow. Please show us the way to go.
Peppa and George have arrived at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Oh dear, I do hope Grandpa and Granny Pig haven't gone to bed.
What are you doing here at this hour?
We want to see the stars.
Peppa and George were hoping they could look through your telescope.
I see. Very well. To the top of the house, everyone. Here she is, old Bess.
Wow!
Grandpa Pig's hobby is looking at the stars.
Now, who's for the first look?
Me! Ooh, the North Star.
We sailors use it to find our way home.
Daddy used it to find his way here.
Oh,
Are there other things in the sky?
yes. This is a planet called Saturn.
Wow, what are those pretty rings?
They are made of rock and ice. Saturn is very, very cold.
We could build a snowman, George.
Quick, look.
Oh.
It's a shooting star. You must make a wish.
I wish that when George is old enough to have his own rocket, he will take me into space. Grandpa Pig's greenhouse.
Peppa and George are visiting Granny and Grandpa Pig.
Hello, Grandpa.
Hello, Peppa and George.
Ooh.
George has found a ball.
Ah! Careful, George. This is my greenhouse. It is made out of glass, which breaks easily.
Oh.
Let's throw this ball out of harm's way.
Oi! Who's throwing footballs at my greenhouse?
Ah! People who live in glass houses should not throw footballs.
You threw it first. It nearly smashed my greenhouse.
Call that a greenhouse? It's a pile of rotten old windows.
It's good enough for growing tomatoes.
I'm amazed you can grow anything in that rubbish tip.
I'll grow more than you do in your fancy glass box.
Grandad Dog and Grandpa Pig are the very best of friends.
Grandpa, why is your greenhouse made of glass if glass breaks easily?
Because I grow plants in it. Let me show you. These plants like sunlight, and glass lets the light in.
Ooh, this plant smells lovely.
Oh, that's just basil. Granny Pig throws the seeds in a pot and it just grows.
Oh.
Let me show you something that takes real skill to grow. My tomatoes.
They are very small, Grandpa.
Eat one and tell me what it tastes like.
It tastes of... nothing.
Well, they're not quite ready yet.
Hello, my little ones.
Granny Pig!
Could I have some tomatoes, please, Grandpa Pig?
No. I'm afraid the tomatoes aren't ready. Maybe in a few weeks.
But I want to make tomato salad for lunch.
Grandad Dog is growing tomatoes.
Yes. Maybe Grandad Dog will lend us some.
I don't think we want Grandad Dog's rusty old tomatoes.
Cooey! Grandad Dog!
Ah, Granny Pig. Lovely to see you this fine morning.
Do you have any tomatoes we might borrow?
Borrow? You can take as many tomatoes as you like. The tomatoes have done very well this year.
They look a lot bigger than your tomatoes, Grandpa.
They may be bigger, but that doesn't mean they're better.
Peppa, would you like to taste one?
Yes, please. Yummy. That is the best tomato I have ever tasted ever.
How did you grow them, Grandad Dog?
I didn't really mean to grow them. I just threw some old tomato seeds down in the corner there and they grew. Fill your basket. There's too many for me to eat.
Thank you. We're going to make a lovely tomato salad.
Ah, I know a great recipe for a tomato salad.
Lovely. Can you make it for us?
The problem is, my recipe needs basil, and I haven't managed to grow any basil.
My grandpa has lots of lovely basil.
Really?
Oh, yes. Grown heaps of the stuff. Let me show you.
Very impressive. Tell me, what's the secret of growing basil?
Well, it's quite tricky. The first thing you have to do...
I throw some seeds in a pot and the basil grows.
You mean it just grows by itself?
Yes.
Is it lunchtime yet, Granny?
Oh, my poor darlings, you must be starving.
Let's make that tomato salad. First, we slice the tomatoes. Add a little splash of olive oil, a shake of pepper, a teeny tiny pinch of salt, and finish the whole thing off with these lovely basil leaves. Tuck in, everyone.
Marvellous tomatoes.
Thanks to my greenhouse. Beautiful basil.
Thanks to my greenhouse.
This is the best tomato salad in the world ever. Long train journey.
Peppa and her family are having breakfast.
What's the matter, Daddy Pig?
I need to go on a long journey for work.
Can we come too?
It's work, Peppa, and it's a long, long way by train.
Choo-choo! Please, can we go?
It won't be fun. I'm testing concrete. I need to know the relative density to mass to calculate for voids in the aggregate.
I need to know that too.
What does Mummy Pig think?
I think it sounds lovely.
But it's hundreds of miles away, in another country.
Please, Daddy Pig.
All right. We can all go.
Hooray!
This is the train station. Miss Rabbit is the train driver.
All aboard! Full steam ahead!
Are we nearly there yet?
No, Peppa. It's It's a long journey, so you'll just have to be patient. Why not sing a song to pass the time?
OK. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train runs on the track. Huff and puff, clickety-clickety-clack. I've sung a song. Now are we nearly there?
Oh, there's still a long way to go, Peppa.
We won't get there until tomorrow morning.
But what about bedtime? Where will we sleep?
Right here.
But this isn't a bedroom, Daddy.
Watch this.
Magic beds!
And here's where we brush our teeth.
A magic bathroom! There's a little basin with little taps.
And that's not all.
A magic toilet!
I wonder what this button is for.
Daddy has found the magic shower!
Hello.
Passports, please.
Of course.
Ah, you are Mr. Pig? The Mr. Pig. You must be coming to test our concrete.
Yes. Do you know me?
Oh, your work in concrete is famous in our country. Oh, but I have disturbed you. Good night.
Good night.
It is bedtime.
Night-night, Peppa and George.
Night-night, my little piggies.
Night-night!
Peppa and George are tucked up in their little beds on the train.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train runs on the track. Huff and puff, ba-da-da-da-da, boop, boop.
It is morning and time for breakfast on the train.
Good morning.
Miss Rabbit, aren't you meant to be driving the train?
It's fine. The train runs on rails. It can't get lost. Would you like coffee or orange juice?
I'd like both, please.
No, coffee or orange juice. You can't have both.
I don't think we have to be so strict with the famous Mr. Pig. Coffee and orange juice.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I am King Alfonso. Could I have a coffee and orange juice too?
No, that is impossible. Peppa and her family have arrived at the end of their long train journey.
We are honored to have your visit, Mr. Pig.
Thank you.
Here is the concrete for you to test.
Daddy Pig is an expert at concrete.
Very good.
I hope the train journey wasn't too long and tiring.
No, it was lovely.
What do we do now?
My job is done. So we can take the train back home.
Oh, goody! We get to sleep on the train again.
Peppa loves long train journeys. Everyone loves long train journeys.
George's new clothes.
It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
Muddy puddles.
Peppa and George love jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
George, you are all muddy.
Peppa, George.
George, my goodness, what a muddy little piggy.
You'll need a bath.
And we'll need to wash your clothes.
Oh.
George is washed in the bath. George's clothes are washed in the washing machine.
We must have washed these clothes 1,000 times.
George's clothes have got holes in them.
When you wash clothes 1,000 times, they get holes in them.
I can see your bottom, George.
Maybe it's time we got George some new clothes.
Mummy Pig is taking Peppa and George to the clothes shop.
Hello, Mummy Pig.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
How can I help you?
We need some new clothes for George, please.
Well, you're in luck. This is a clothes shop. First, we need to measure you. Now hold your arms out.
George thinks you're going to tickle him.
I promise I won't tickle you, George. Very good. What a big, strong boy you are.
You see, George, Miss Rabbit didn't tickle you, did she? No, but I will.
George loves being tickled.
Right, let's find George some new clothes. How about this? It will keep you very warm.
Ooh.
If George would kindly go into the changing booth, please.
George is wearing a big, thick, woolly jumper.
You look cuddly, George.
I don't think white is the best colour for puddle jumping.
This isn't white. It's every other colour but white.
George, you look like a clown. No.
George does not want to look like a clown.
Too much colour. What about this then?
Now you look like a penguin.
Yes, it's still not really George.
What about this then? Basically, it's what you had before.
Oh, yes.
George, you look like you.
What do you think, George?
Hooray!
George likes his new clothes.
Daddy, we're home.
Oh, so George didn't get any new clothes then?
These are his new clothes, Daddy Pig.
The same as before, but no holes.
Ho, ho, I see.
Can we play in the garden now, Mummy?
Yes, let's all play in the garden.
Yippee! Look, a muddy puddle. Let's jump in it. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash. With a big splash here and a big splash there. Here a splash, there a splash, everywhere a splish, splash. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish, splash, slosh, splish, splash.
Oh,
George, you've got your new clothes all muddy again. Oh.
you're one to talk, Peppa. Look at your clothes.
And you seem to be a little muddy too, Daddy Pig.
And you, Mummy Pig.
Oh, well, it's only mud. It'll come off in the wash.
If we're going to get washed anyway, let's get even more muddy.
Yes!
Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig love getting muddy. Everyone loves getting muddy.
Mr. Bull's new road.
Peppa is taking Goldie the fish to the vet for a checkup.
I like this road. It's all wibbly wobbly. Goldie likes it too. The fish in the bowl swims round and round, round and round, round and...
Stop!
Here is Mr. Bull.
What are you doing, Mr. Bull?
We're digging up this old road to make a new one.
Will it be wibbly wobbly like the old road?
No, Peppa. It will be straight. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a bit of shouting to do. Come on, lads! Get a move on!
Mr. Bull is the boss. Bosses like to shout.
Keep up the good work!
But how will we get Goldie to the vets?
We'll just have to walk there.
Peppa and Goldie have arrived at Dr. Hamster the vet's. Dr. Hamster helps sick pets get better.
Hello, Dr. Hamster. I've brought Goldie the fish for her checkup.
Ah, she's lovely.
Is that the checkup?
Yes, just make sure she drinks plenty of water. Oh, hello, Mr. Bull.
Hello, Dr. Hamster. Sorry about the noise. We're building a new road.
Will you take long?
No, not long. We just have to knock this building down.
You can't knock this building down.
No, this is where poorly pets come to get better.
Is it?
Yes. Can't you make the road go around the building instead?
Around the building? Around? But then the road wouldn't be straight. busy people can't be wasting time driving around things.
If you can't go around it, then can you go over it?
No, that would be silly.
What about going underneath it?
Oh, a tunnel. That's very hard to do.
Oh, someone's at the back door. Oh, hello.
It is Mr. Bull's brother.
Hello. Sorry about the noise, but we're building a road and need to knock this building down.
Dr. Hamster's home for sick pets is in the way of the new road.
Hello, everyone.
Mr. Rabbit is the road building inspector.
Things are looking a bit slack, Mr. Bull. Why have you stopped working?
This building is in the way.
I said they should build a tunnel.
Yes, a tunnel would do.
Yes, but that would be very hard to do.
Are your machines not strong enough to make a tunnel?
What? Our machines are the strongest machines in the world. We can build a tunnel. I'll dig from this side, I'll dig from the other side, and we'll meet in the middle. Hooray!
Mr. Bull and his brother are digging a tunnel through the hill. The tunnel has been dug. And the new road is finished.
Hooray!
Congratulations, Mr. Bull. You did a fine job.
Yes, now all those busy people can get to where they're going more quickly.
The new road is so nice and straight that lots and lots of cars have come to use it.
They're not going that quickly.
There are more cars using this road than we had planned for.
We'll need a bigger road.
So, what are you going to do?
Only one thing we can do, Peppa. We'll dig up the road!
Peppa and George love it when Mr. Bull and his brother dig up the road. Everyone loves it when Mr. Bull and his brother dig up the road.
Doctors!
It is playtime for Peppa and her friends.
What's that noise? It's coming from the tree. It's Tiddles the tortoise. Naughty Tiddles! Come down at once! I can shake the tree to get Tiddles down. Is that a good idea, Pedro? Don't worry, I am Super Pedro. Ow!
Oh dear, what has happened?
Tiddles fell on Pedro's nose. My nose hurts.
Poor Pedro. I will call for the doctor.
Dr. Brown Bear speaking. A bumped nose, you say? I'll be right there. Hello. Where is the patient?
Here, my nose hurts.
I see. Say ah. You need a plaster. There. That will make it better.
Hooray! My glasses don't work.
Pedro's glasses are all muddy.
Oh, Dr. Brown Bear, can you fix Pedro's glasses?
No, I can't. You'll need an optician for that.
An optician is a doctor who knows about glasses.
My daddy's an optician.
Hello, Dr. Pony speaking. A pair of glasses not working, you say? I'm on my way.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, son. What seems to be the problem?
My glasses aren't working.
Can you read this chart?
No, my glasses aren't working.
Why, these glasses just need a good clean. Is that better?
Yes, thank you, Daddy.
Dr. Pony has fixed Pedro's glasses.
Hooray!
Thank you, doctors. Everything is back to normal.
But Tiddles needs helping too.
Its legs are wiggling in the air.
It seems to be upside down.
Can you doctors help a tortoise in trouble?
No, I'm afraid we can't treat animals.
Oh.
You need a vet.
A vet is a doctor for animals.
Hello, Dr. Hamster speaking. Upside down tart ice, you say? I'll be right there.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Doctor. Now, where's the patient?
Here, he fell out of the tree.
Tiddles, you little pickle. What have I said about climbing trees?
Will he be okay?
Yes, let's just flip you over. There, good as new.
Hey!
That was an interesting technique you used there.
Standard procedure, really.
It is Dr. Elephant, the dentist.
Hello, everyone. I heard there was an emergency. Are everyone's teeth okay?
Yes, thank you.
A dentist is a doctor who looks after teeth.
I'll be on my way then.
Oh dear, Dr. Elephant's car won't start.
Do any of you doctors know how to fix a car?
No.
I know who to call.
Hello! Grandad Dog's breakdown service. Trouble with a car. I'll be right there. Hello!
Hello!
Try the engine. Try it again. There. Good as new.
Hooray! Grandad Dog is a car doctor.
There are doctors for everything, even cars.
The market.
It is a lovely sunny day and the market has come to town.
Apples! Apples! Get your apples here.
Cheese! Smelly cheese!
Fish! Nice fresh fish!
Each market stall sells one thing.
Apples, cheese, fish.
Mr. Fox's stall sells everything.
Violins, custard, rocket engines.
Peppa and her family have come to the market to do their shopping.
Fresh apples!
Can we buy some apples, please?
What kind would you like? Big or small? Red or green?
We would like the apples that taste nice.
Why don't you try one?
Lovely.
A bag of the lovely apples, please.
Thank you.
Cheese! Cheese!
Yum, yum.
George loves cheese.
I've got a very smelly cheese here. Maybe Daddy Pig should give it a sniff.
The smell of the cheese has knocked Daddy Pig off his feet.
Wow, that's what I call a strong cheese.
Good, isn't it?
Yum, yum. George likes smelly cheese.
May we buy that one, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Fish! Nice fresh fish!
Can we buy some fish, please?
OK, I've got trout, haddock, mackerel or squid. What would you like?
They all look good.
How about I give you some of each? Then you can make a lovely fish pie.
Fish pie. Yummy.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Fish, apples, cheese.
Here is Mr. Fox's stall.
Bananas, flower tools, handbags. I'm selling anything, really. What do you want?
Nothing, thank you. We've bought everything we need.
Apples, cheese and fish.
Ow! Why didn't you come to me first? I've got all of that.
Do you sell apples?
You've never seen apples like these. They're made of wood.
Wooden apples.
Brilliant, aren't they? They'll last forever. What else did you buy?
Cheese.
Cheese? I've got all kinds of cheese here.
They don't smell of much.
It's because they're plastic.
Made of plastic?
Yes, guaranteed to last you a lifetime. Buy one, get 4 free.
No, thank you, Mr. Fox.
You bought a fish too, didn't you? I could have sold you a better fish.
No plastic fish, thank you.
This isn't plastic. Well, actually it is. But this is an amazing toy fish. Look, it sings.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
And it only needs 24 batteries.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Can we have one, Daddy?
No.
Please? We could take it home and it could sing to us all day.
I'm sorry, Peppa, but our house doesn't need a singing fish.
OK.
Thanks, Mr. Fox, but we really do have everything we came for.
There must be something else you need. How about an antique china vase that will never break? Because it's made of plastic.
It's really lovely, but we just don't need anything.
It is raining.
Ah! We're getting all wet!
No worries. I've got just the thing. Umbrellas!
Oh, we'll take them.
Yes, 4 umbrellas, please.
Mr. Fox's stall sells everything.
You see, it's lucky you came to my stall.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Fox.
And the best thing is, just for today, buy 4 umbrellas and you get a singing fish free.
Oh, goody!
Twinkle, twinkle.
Peppa loves markets. Everyone loves markets.
Soft play.
It is morning. Peppa and her family are having breakfast.
Oh, there's a letter here for George.
It's an invitation to Richard Rabbit's party.
Sounds fun. I'll take George to the party, as long as it's not at that awful soft play centre.
It says soft play.
Ah.
Daddy doesn't like the soft play centre. Last time he got stuck and was rescued by a helicopter and a fire engine and a crane.
It wasn't exactly like that, Peppa. It was only a helicopter.
I think soft play sounds lovely. I will go with you, George.
It is time for Richard Rabbit's party.
Bye! I'll be back to pick you up later.
You're very welcome to stay if you want.
It's soft play, isn't it? No thanks.
Hello. You're very welcome to stay if you want.
See you later. Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Hello, Mummy Pig. I quite understand if you don't want to stay.
No, I'll stay. Us grown-ups can have a nice, quiet chat while the children play.
Oh, OK.
This is the soft play centre, where everything is soft, so children can bounce, swing, squash, slide, and play.
This is great! The children are having so much fun.
Yes, I just hope we can get them out at the end.
The little children have been playing all day.
Home time, children! That was a lovely party, wasn't it?
Yes!
Have you all had fun?
Yes!
Are you ready to go home now?
No!
Oh, my goodness! We're never going to get them out.
There's only one thing for it. I'll have to go in.
Good luck!
Ah! I'm stuck! Help!
Don't worry, I'm coming in. I'm nearly there. Oh no, I'm stuck too. Help!
Hello!
Mr. Elephant has come to collect Edmund Elephant.
Mr. Elephant!
Help! We're stuck.
No problem, ladies. I'll get you out.
No, don't! You'll get stuck. It's a trap.
Ah! I'm stuck.
Daddy Pig, Peppa and Susie have come to collect George.
Ah, what good little children you are. Where are your parents?
Help!
We're stuck.
Ho, ho! That usually happens to me. That is going to happen to me, isn't it? I'm going to go in there and get stuck.
Me and Susie can go in. We're smaller.
That's kind of you both, but it is my job. As a grown-up, I must do this.
But Daddy Daddy!
Don't worry, Peppa. If I get stuck, I will ring for the rescue services. Ah, yes, I'm stuck. Lucky I've got my phone.
Hello? Rescue service?
Oh, you're in here too?
Yes, I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
So there's no one to rescue us.
We're here, Daddy. We will rescue the grown-ups.
That tickles.
Hey!
Thank you, Peppa and Susie, for rescuing us. Hip, hip,
Hooray! Now we can all go home.
The little ones have gone back inside.
Peppa, can you bring the little ones out now?
Yes, Daddy. But we might have to play a bit first.
Peppa and Susie love the soft play centre. Everyone loves the soft play centre.
Digger World.
Peppa and George are visiting Digger World.
Digger, Digger. George likes diggers. I like diggers too.
And today, you'll both be driving real diggers.
Wow.
Here is Mr. Potato.
Welcome to Digger World, where all your digger dreams come true.
This is the Sand Digger ride.
Ooh.
Peppa and George, jump on board. Mummy and Daddy Pig, you have to pedal.
Oh.
Now, fill up this big bucket with sand.
This is fun.
Yes, fun.
Excellent work, children. Now we flip the bucket over, give it a tap, and voila!
Hooray!
Peppa and George have made a big sand castle.
Let's go to the next ride.
This is the wall building ride.
Stack the soft blocks to make a wall.
Hurry up, Mummy.
OK, Peppa.
Pedal faster, Mummy.
Oh, I'm going as fast as I can, Peppa.
Nearly finished. There. A lovely wall.
Here comes George with a demolition digger.
Meow.
Oh dear, George has knocked down Peppa's wall.
George, you naughty piggy.
Ho-ho! Building things up, then knocking them down. It's all part of the fun at Digger World.
This is the grabber machine.
How do we play this one?
Let's hope it's not pedal-powered.
Mummy and Daddy Pig do the peddling.
Oh.
Peppa and George use the grabber to win a lovely prize.
Ooh.
There are Mr. Potato dolls or toy dinosaurs to be won.
Dinosaur. OK, George, let's get a dinosaur. This way, George. No, that way. Back, forward, down. Hooray! We've got the dinosaur. Oh.
The dinosaur toy is too heavy for the grabber.
Oh, try again.
Oh no! We got a Mr. Potato doll!
The Mr. Potato doll is just the right weight for the grabber.
Aren't you lucky? And he's yours to keep.
Oh.
But the best news is you have earned your digger badges. You are fully qualified digger drivers.
Hooray!
Thank you for visiting Digger World, where all your digger dreams come true. Bye.
Bye-bye. I really like Digger World because we get to drive...
Stop!
It is Mr. Bull.
What's the matter, Mr. Bull?
We're building a wall across the road.
Digger! Mr. Bull, can we drive your digger?
Oh, I'm afraid children can't drive diggers.
But we've been to Digger World. We've got badges.
Oh, that's okay then. Hop aboard. I'll drive the digger and you can have the important job of pushing the buttons. Okay, now, push the button.
What? This red one?
No, the green one! Ah!
The digger has knocked over the new wall.
Sorry, Mr. Bull.
Building things up, then knocking them down. It's all part of the fun with diggers.
Peppa and George love diggers. Everyone loves diggers.
The Great Barrier Reef.
Peppa is on holiday in Australia at Kylie Kangaroo's house.
I love it here at your house, Kylie.
Yes, I could stay here forever.
It's great having you all stay, but I will have to go to work today.
What is your job, Mrs. Kangaroo?
I'm a marine biologist.
What's that?
I study sea creatures, like these little fish here.
Ooh, a fish tank.
But the fish I study don't live in a tank, they live in the sea.
Do the fishes in the sea have little bridges to swim through and treasure to play with?
No, Peppa. That's just the sort of stuff people put in fish tanks.
Would you all like to come and see where I work?
Yes, please. I've been to where my daddy works. There was a telephone, lots of paper and colouring pens. It was a very nice office.
I think you'll find my office is pretty fun too. This is my office.
Where?
There, Peppa, the sea. I've got the best office in the world.
But how can you work in the sea?
With this submarine.
Wow!
Do you want to ride?
Yes, please.
Okay, hop in.
Wow! It's all the colours of the rainbow.
That's coral. Coral is made of lots and lots of tiny creatures.
Ooh!
And the coral stretches for miles and miles.
We call it the Great Barrier Reef.
It's my job to keep the coral safe.
Can we take some coral home with us?
Sorry, Peppa. We can look, but we mustn't touch.
If every visitor took a little bit of coral home,
soon all the coral would be gone.
We must never, never take anything away from here.
Ah! Look! Little fish. They're clownfish. Clownfish? They do look quite funny.
Look over there.
A big blue starfish. There's a tiny red one.
And a spiky green one.
What's that? That's a turtle. Ooh. Hello, Mrs. Turtle. How are you today?
You see how lucky I am to work in such an amazing place, Peppa?
Look! A little bridge, just like in your fish tank.
Oh, you're right, Peppa. It is quite like the fish tank here, except there's no treasure chest, of course.
What have you seen, George?
It looks like a chest full of gold coins.
Wow!
George has found a treasure chest.
You see, Daddy, everything is the same as the fish tank.
Yes.
That gold must be worth a fortune.
I think I can get it.
But you said we must never take anything away.
I meant natural things that belong here.
That's right. These gold coins don't belong here, so we need to remove them.
Ah!
It will all go to a good cause.
Yes, it'll pay for lots more marine research.
Hooray!
That was a good day at the office.
We saw coral and fishes and a turtle.
This is a great holiday.
I don't want it to ever end.
But you are going to leave sometime, right?
Oh, not that you aren't welcome to stay as long as you like, of course.
Thank you, Mrs. Kangaroo.
holiday is the best.
Peppa is having a lovely holiday with Kylie Kangaroo.
School project.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, who can tell me what this is?
It's a castle.
That's right, Danny. And for your school project, I want you to go home and make a castle.
Wow!
You can make your castles from any old bits and bobs you find at home. Cardboard, plastic bottles, egg boxes.
Can we use glitter?
Oh, please, not too much glitter. It gets everywhere.
Can I make the castle big?
Make it as big as you like. The only limit is your imagination.
It is breakfast time at Peppa's house.
Mummy, Daddy, I've got some very good news.
What's that, Peppa?
I am doing a new school project.
School project?
Oh, what is it, Peppa?
I need to make a castle.
OK. Why don't you use this empty cereal box? Stick these yogurt pots on the sides. And what have you got?
A box with pots on it. No, Daddy, it has to be good.
Peppa, what exactly did Madame Gazelle tell you to do?
She told us to use our imagination. And a fantastic castle is what I am imagining. And my castle has to be big enough for me to live in.
I see.
Right. It is breakfast at Susie Sheep's house.
Madame Gazelle told you to make a real fairy palace?
Yes, with all the little fiddly bits.
Hello? Sorry, but I can't come into work today. It's a school project. Yes, yes. Thanks, but I should be able to manage.
This is what my castle looks like, but much, much bigger.
If it needs to be big, we should use concrete.
No, Daddy Pig. We just need to find a big enough cardboard box.
Have we got a big box?
No.
Delivery for Daddy Pig.
I don't remember ordering anything this large. It's just a new light bulb. Why do they use so much packaging for these things?
Shall I take the box away for you?
Oh, yes, thank you.
No, Daddy, we need that box. Look what I've got.
Great! That's your castle almost done.
Hooray!
It's not almost done. We have to stick things on, paint it, add the glitter.
Glitter? Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Peppa, please?
Peppa, it's Susie Sheep.
Hello, Susie. How's your school project going? I'm doing very well. More pointy, Mummy, and it needs to be taller. How is your castle going? It's quite hard work, but my Mummy and Daddy are helping a little tiny bit.
What do you think of this tower, Peppa?
Very good, but it still looks a bit cardboardy.
Maybe I can paint it.
I need to get on with my work now, Susie. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Peppa.
What do you think, Peppa?
Wow, that looks just like a castle.
Oh, we got there in the end.
It just needs one more thing. Glitter!
Oh, glitter would stop the castle looking real.
And anyway, we've, completely run out of glitter.
Peppa and her friends have brought their castles back to playgroup.
Wow, a fairy palace? That must have been a bit tricky for you to make, Susie.
No, it was easy. My castle is made out of a cardboard box.
It is a very fine castle. Thank you, Madame Gazelle. Pedro, did you not make a castle?
I did, but it's too big to bring into school.
We built it out of stone blocks.
Isn't it wonderful what the children can make using just their imaginations?
And my castle really is big enough for me to live in.
Peppa loves school projects. Everyone loves school projects.
Masks.
It is the start of another day at Peppa's playgroup.
Good morning, children.
Where is Madame Gazelle?
Here I am.
Oh.
I was wearing a mask.
You were in disguise.
Yes, and today you will all be making masks.
Hooray!
We have cardboard and coloured paper, crayons and paints, feathers, pipe cleaners, buttons, pom-poms.
Can we use glitter?
No glitter.
Please, Madame Gazelle. Please, Madame Gazelle.
No, I have only just managed to clean up from the last glitter event. Now, begin your masks, children.
Peppa is using coloured tissue paper.
I'm making a butterfly mask.
Danny Dog is using buttons and drinking straws.
I'm making a robot mask.
Susie Sheep is using feathers.
I'm making a magic owl mask. Twit-twoo! I've made a superhero mask.
Nay.
I've made a carrot mask. And my little brother Richard is a baby carrot. We like carrots.
George has made a dinosaur mask.
Dinosaur.
And what mask is yours, Edmund?
It is the solar system with all the planets.
I see.
I've included Pluto, even though it's only classed as a planetoid.
Very good.
Edmund Elephant is a clever clogs.
So, are we all finished?
Mine would look better with some glitter on it. Please, can we have some glitter, Madame Gazelle? Glitter, 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 glitter.
There are lots of other shiny things you can use.
Not as good as glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter.
No, glitter gets everywhere. There is no getting rid of it once it comes out. It is a menace.
But it's so special and magic. Please, can we have some glitter? Please.
Oh, all right. But only if you all promise to be very, very careful with it.
We promise.
Okay, I will unlock the glitter cabinet.
Madame Gazelle keeps the glitter safely locked away.
Now, children, you did promise to use this glitter very carefully.
It is home time and the parents have come to collect the children.
Ah! Glitter!
Don't panic. Please remain calm. There was a glitter leak, but we have it under control now. Today, the children have been making masks. Ooh.
Oh, I'm here to pick up Peppa and George, but I can't see them anywhere.
I'm a pretty butterfly. Flutter, flutter, flutter.
Excuse me, Mrs. Butterfly. I'm looking for two little piggies. Do you know where I can find them?
Daddy, I tricked you. It's me.
Peppa! What a surprise! But where is George? Ah! George, it's you! I thought you were a dinosaur.
Madame Gazelle, I can't find Rebecca and Richard. Would you mind if I took these two carrots home instead?
Silly, Mummy. It's us.
Oh, Rebecca, Richard.
Come on, Pedro. Time to go home.
I am not Pedro. I am Super Pony.
Oh, does Super Pony want to come home? Or does Super Pony want to stay here for the night?
Come home with you, please, Mummy.
Haven't we all had fun making wonderful masks?
Who are you?
It is I, Madame Gazelle.
Madame Gazelle loves masks. Everyone loves masks.
The Outback.
Peppa has come to visit Kylie Kangaroo in Australia.
Do you think we should have told them we were coming? Hello, Mr. Kangaroo.
Oh, Mr. Pig. What a surprise.
You did say if we were ever passing, we should visit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Kylie, look who's just dropped by.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Kylie. Hello, George. Remember my little brother Joey? Dinosaur. Grrr. Grrr, crocodile.
We're just going for a picnic. Do you want to come along?
Yes, please.
The kangaroo family have an aeroplane.
Wow! You have a plane. Yes, we're going to fly to the picnic spot.
All aboard! Everybody ready?
Yes!
Then let's go!
Where are we going for the picnic? To a special place in the Outback. Ooh! Flying in an aeroplane on a sunny day. Going to a picnic a long, long way away. Going to the Outback on a sunny day. Flying to the Outback a long, long way away. I love the Outback. What is the Outback?
We're flying over it now.
Oh, it looks like a desert.
It kind of is. But the Outback is also a special, magical place for us.
Ooh.
Here is our picnic spot.
With our special picnic tree.
It's the only tree for miles.
Wow, it's hot. Have you got any water?
Too right. We all need water. Water is a precious thing in the Outback, so don't
nice and cool.
waste it.
Daddy, you have to drink it, not splash it around.
No worries. Let's cook up a good old-fashioned Australian picnic.
Oh, sounds lovely. Should we collect wood for the campfire?
You don't need wood when you've got gas.
Mr. Kangaroo has a gas barbecue.
When we have a picnic, Mrs. Duck always shows up.
There's no chance of Mrs. Duck showing up in the middle of a desert.
Oh.
It is a duck-billed platypus.
Mrs. Duck-billed Platypus always shows up when we have picnics.
Food's ready. Corn on the cob for everyone. Hooray!
Peppa likes corn on the cob. Everyone likes corn on the cob.
I think it's time for a game.
Sure thing. I've brought a cricket bat.
Oh, do you play cricket in Australia?
Do we play cricket? We're born playing cricket.
Cricket! How do you play it? You hit the ball with the bat. Ah! If we catch it, you're out. Ready, Dad? You're out, Dad.
Ha! You'll go, Peppa.
Good shot, Peppa.
Oh dear, the ball has landed in the tree.
Oh, it's the only tree for miles, and our ball gets stuck in it.
If I lift you up, Peppa, can you see the ball?
A teddy bear is holding on to it. That's not a teddy bear, Peppa. That's a koala. Thanks, mate. That is the sweetest animal I've ever seen. But you are sweet too, Mrs. Duck-billed Platypus. Yes, you are.
OK, everybody, it's home time.
You're staying at our house tonight, Peppa. Yippee! I loved our picnic in the Outback. Can we do it again tomorrow? There are loads of other great things we can do while you're here, Peppa. Oh, goody. Night-night. Night-night.
Peppa and George are asleep after their first day on holiday with Kylie Kangaroo.
Miss Rabbit's taxi.
Peppa and George are shopping with Mummy Pig.
That's a lot of shopping.
It's for Grandpa Pig. My granny is going away on holiday.
Oh, I see.
That's a lot of shopping.
It's everything on Granny Pig's list. Where's the car?
I didn't bring the car. I didn't think you'd be buying so much.
Oh, I'll call for a taxi.
Hello, taxi service. A taxi will be with you shortly. Sorry, I'm just popping out. Back in a mo. Taxi service. Where are you going?
Granny and Grandpa Pig's house, please.
Righty-ho, hop in. I see you've been shopping. Lots of shopping about these days. Shopping for this, shopping for that. Shopping.
Miss Rabbit, why are you talking so much?
It's what taxi drivers do, Peppa.
Ah.
Mind you, I had Mr. Potato in the back of the car the other day. I thought he'd be...
Granny Pig is going away for a few days. Grandpa Pig will be on his own.
This is a tin of food. To get the food out, you will need this. It's a tin opener.
I know what it is, Granny Pig.
If you want to boil an egg, fill a pan full of water.
Yes, I know.
Granny Pig!
Hello, my little ones.
We've got the shopping. But why are you not at the airport, Granny?
Oh, yes. I'd better call a taxi.
Taxi service. Hello, Granny Pig.
I'd like to go to the airport, please.
Of course. Hop in.
Thank you.
Daddy, can we wave Granny goodbye at the airport?
OK.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Going to the airport, are you?
Yes. And actually, we're in a bit of a hurry.
Hurry in here, hurry in there. Why are people always in a hurry?
Granny Pig has a plane to catch.
She's going on holiday.
Holiday? I never have time to go on holiday. I'm too busy being in a hurry.
Miss Rabbit, are you talking like a taxi driver again?
Yes.
The taxi has arrived at the airport.
Goodbye, my little ones.
Bye-bye, Granny. Bye-bye.
Peppa and George are waving Granny Pig goodbye. Here is Mr. Wolf.
Taxi!
Hop in.
Bye-bye, Mr. Wolf.
Peppa and George love waving goodbye.
Bye-bye. Daddy, how are we getting home?
In the taxi. Oh, it's gone.
Been on holiday, have you?
I'm actually very tired. Do you mind if we don't talk?
Talk? Yes. People talk too much these days, don't they? Talk. And they say some people can talk for hours without taking a breath. My sister can talk. She can... Hello, taxi service.
Hello? Could you pick us up from the airport, please?
The airport? Righty-ho.
Stop!
Hello, Mr. Bull. Are you mending the road?
No, I'm supposed to be mending the airport, but my truck's broken down.
I'm going to the airport. Hop in. Have you got any luggage?
Just the sand.
Miss Rabbit's taxi is full of sand.
Bye, boss. Hello, boss. Hello, lads. Here's the sand. Thank you, Miss Rabbit.
No problem.
Take us home, please, Miss Rabbit.
Righty-ho. There you are, my last taxi ride of the day.
Now you can go home and have a rest.
Ha! I should be so lucky. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
It's just another busy day for Miss Rabbit.
Boomerang.
It is the end of Peppa's holiday with Kylie Kangaroo.
Why don't you children go and play in the garden while we pack?
OK, Mummy. This holiday is the best. I loved having you stay, Peppa. I wish we didn't have to go back home. Don't be sad. I've got you a goodbye present. Ooh, is it a banana? No. Dinosaur? No. It's a thing. Yes, but it's not just any old thing. It's a boomerang. A boomerang? Boomerangs are very special to us. We've used them since olden times. Wow. Thank you, Kylie. What do you do with it? You play catch with it. Like a ball? Sort of, but when you throw a boomerang, it comes back to you. That's impossible. I told you it was impossible. You need to throw it harder. George, you have a go. Oh, it doesn't work. You're just not throwing it right. You need to throw it hard. What, like this?
Watch out!
Whoa!
Ha! I did it!
The boomerang has flown all the way back to Peppa.
What was that?
It's a boomerang, Daddy.
Ah, yes.
You have to throw it hard and then it comes back.
Allow me to show you, Mr. Pig. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, throw!
So, when does it come back?
Keep a good lookout, kids. That boomerang could be anywhere.
I think we might have found it.
Hello. This is Mr. Wallaby. He is the next-door neighbour.
Hi, Mr. Wallaby. I was, just teaching these kids how to throw a boomerang. Sorry about your window.
Well, there's no worries there, mate. What's a broken window between friends?
Mr. Wallaby is a very nice neighbour.
Don't let it happen again, though.
Thanks. Like I was saying, to throw a boomerang, you need to throw it hard.
What? Like this?
That's it, Daddy! It's coming back!
Here she comes! Here she comes!
Catch it, Mr. Pig!
Ah, missed it.
Oh, no.
The boomerang has broken another window.
Well, I think we should be going. Well, you've still got some windows left.
Hey, no! You can't leave until I've had a go. Let me show your mates how a boomerang should be thrown.
Thanks, Mr. Wallaby.
Don't mention it. That's what neighbours are for. Now, the trick is you need to throw the boomerang more upright. Like this.
Ooh.
It's good. It's good. It's a good throw. Here it comes. It's good. It's looking... Oh, no! Someone catch it!
Oh, dear. The boomerang has broken another window.
So, we absolutely must be going now. Do you want any help mending your windows?
No worries, mate. That time it was my fault.
Mr. Wallaby really is a very nice neighbour.
See you later.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Where have you all been?
Just throwing boomerangs, you know.
Mr. Wallaby's windows have all been
We had a
broken.
great time, didn't we, kids?
Yes! I've loved having you stay, Peppa. We've loved it too, haven't we, George? Don't forget your present. Oh, yes, the boomerang. Thank you. Come back again. I will, just like the boomerang.
Peppa has had the best holiday ever with Kylie Kangaroo.
Wendy Wolf's birthday.
It is Wendy Wolf's birthday and she has invited all her friends to a party.
Happy birthday, Wendy. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Wolf is blowing up balloons for the party.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow these balloons up.
I love balloons. Me too. And me. And me. And me.
Everybody loves balloons.
Come on, let's dance. Don't let the balloons fall to the ground. Keep them in the air. This is fun.
Here is Mrs. Wolf.
Who wants bubbles?
Me.
Okay, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow some bubbles.
I love bubbles. They are a bit like balloons. But they pop when you touch them. Watch. Woo! See? I popped one. Oh, we've popped all the bubbles.
We can always make some more bubbles. Who wants to go?
Me!
Okay.
Hooray!
Are you ready?
Yes, Mrs. Wolf.
You have to huff.
Huff.
And you have to puff.
Puff.
And blow.
So many bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the sky. Ooh. Look at that big bubble. That's not a bubble, Pedro. That's the full moon. Ah, and you know what you do when you see a full moon? You howl. Awoo! Why do you do that? That's what wolves do. We howl at the moon. Wendy, can you teach us how to do that? OK. First, you have to look up at the moon. And then you howl. Ow! Ow!
Wendy Wolf has taught everyone how to howl like a wolf.
Wow, who did that one? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't any of us. It's a wild animal!
It is Granny Wolf.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
Hello, Granny.
You must all be Wendy's friends. How do you do?
Hello, Granny Wolf. My, what big ears you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to hear you with.
What big eyes you've got, Granny Wolf.
All the better to see you with.
And what big teeth you've got.
All the better to eat birthday cake.
Wendy, what's that in the middle of your cake? It is a little house made of sticks. Ah.
Time to blow out the candles, Wendy.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the candles out. You've blown the stick house down.
Oh, well done.
That's my goal.
It was quite easy.
Houses made of sticks are easy to blow down.
I always forget. What's your house made of, Mr. Pig?
It's made of bricks.
Not straw?
Bricks.
Oh, of course.
That was a great party, Wendy. Yes, that was my best party ever.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
The ambulance.
Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Children, today Dr. Brown Bear is coming to show us an ambulance.
I like ambulances. 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 Will the ambulance go Nina, Nina, Nina?
Yes, thank you, Freddy. I'm sure it will.
Here is Dr. Brown Bear.
Hello, Dr. Brown Bear.
Hello, children. Does anybody know what this is called?
It's an ambulance.
An ambulance? And who can tell me what it's for?
Taking sick people to the hospital.
That's right.
Can we hear the Nina, Nina sound, please?
Yes. We normally use that only in a real emergency.
Dr. Brown Bear, can you show us what you would do in a real emergency?
Yes, I'll show you. Using this teddy and this ball.
Ooh.
One day, Teddy was playing football when, whoopsie, he tripped over the ball. Somebody calls for the ambulance. Freddie, would you mind making the ambulance noise, please?
Nina, Nina, Nina.
First thing I do is see if the person is awake. Are you awake? Yes, Doctor. Do you know your name? My name is Mr. Teddy. Can you tell me what happened, Mr. Teddy? I tripped over a football. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Let's put that football where no one else can trip over it. Now, tell me, Mr. Teddy, which bit hurts? My arm hurts. We just need to bandage that arm up. And because you have been such a brave boy, you get a sticker. And that's how the ambulance works.
Wonderful. Children, say thank you to Dr. Brown Bear.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
You're very welcome. And remember, always look where you're going. Then, whoops!
Dr. Brown Bear is rolling down the hill.
Ow, 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 ow!
He rolled through a prickly bush.
Ow, ow!
He hit a tree.
Ow, ow, ow!
And apples fell on his head.
Oh!
Oh, my goodness! Call an ambulance!
The ambulance is here!
Oh, yes! Everyone into the ambulance!
Hooray!
worry, Dr. Brown Bear. We are here to make you better.
Thank you, but I don't think I need your help. I am the doctor, remember?
Yes, but we must do all the checks.
I really don't think this is...
Not another word. Children, what do we do first?
Check he's awake.
Well done, Peppa.
Are you awake, Doctor?
Yes.
Good. He is awake.
This is all very nice of you, but
Who knows what to do next?
We ask him his name.
Yes, but in this case it's
What is your name?
Dr. Brown Bear.
Now we ask him what happened.
You saw what happened. I tripped over that ball and fell down the hill.
That was a bit silly now, wasn't it? Which bit is hurting?
Every bit is hurting.
Where is it hurting most?
In my arm, and my leg, and here on my head.
We just need to bandage him up.
Because you have been such a brave doctor, you get a sticker.
Oh!
Have a sticker! Have a sticker!
Children, say thank you to Dr. Brown Bear for giving us such a wonderful demonstration of how the ambulance works.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
It was my pleasure.
Dr. Brown Bear loves ambulances. Everybody loves ambulances.
Peppa goes to Paris.
Peppa is going to Paris today to see her friend Delphine Donkey.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Then Paris, here we come.
Mummy, where is Paris?
Paris is in France. We go on a ferry to get there.
What is a ferry?
Ha ha, you'll see.
This is the ferry.
There are lots and lots of cars in here.
Let's go up on deck and breathe in some fresh sea air.
Look, Mummy, the boat is rocking about.
Yes, Peppa.
Mummy Pig doesn't like it when the boat rocks about.
All this sea air is making me hungry. Who wants to eat?
No, thank you.
The waves are getting bigger.
Here, I brought you a fried egg sandwich.
Oh!
Land ahoy!
The ferry has arrived in France.
Remember, Daddy Pig? They might drive differently here.
Oh, driving is driving, Mummy Pig. You see, it's just like driving at home.
Cochon de la roue!
Hello there! Hello!
Peppa and her family have arrived in Paris. Delphine Donkey and her family are here to meet them.
Bonjour! Bonjour, Delphine.
Bonjour means hello in French.
What would you like to see in Paris?
I want to see everything.
Oh, it is impossible to see everything.
In that case, I would like to see the real hidden Paris. The Paris that the tourists don't see.
Bravo, Mr. Pig. Tell me, which part of the real hidden Paris would you like to see first?
The Eiffel Tower.
Ah, okay.
This is the Eiffel Tower.
Wow, this is busy. Imagine what the tourist places must be like.
Look, Mummy, it's Miss Rabbit.
I didn't know you had a job here, Miss Rabbit.
Excusez-moi, I am not this Miss Rabbit. I am Mademoiselle Lapin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Souvenirs! Get your little Eiffel Towers here!
The real Eiffel Tower is really big. Can we climb up it?
It looks a bit high.
Daddy Pig does not like heights.
Do not worry, Mr. Pig. We take the elevator. Going up.
I'm glad that's over.
Oh, no! That is just the first stage. Now we must climb the steps.
If you feel dizzy, Daddy Pig, just close your eyes.
Okay.
This is as high as we can go as visitors. Let's look at the view.
Ooh!
These steps are going on forever.
Oh dear, Daddy Pig is not looking where he is going. He is climbing up and up and up.
What a wonderful view of Paris.
It's lovely.
Yes. What do you think, Mr. Pig? Mr. Pig?
Where is everybody? Ooh.
Daddy Pig is at the very top of the Eiffel Tower.
Hang on, Daddy Pig.
Ah!
I must call for the rescue services.
Thank goodness you're here, Miss Rabbit.
I am not this Miss Rabbit. I am Mademoiselle Lepin. Don't worry, Daddy Pig. I am going to get you down.
Ah! I'm going even higher.
What can you see, Daddy?
I can see everything.
My daddy came to Paris and he saw everything. Grandpa's toy plane.
Peppa and George are at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house.
Look, I've got something to show you both.
Ooh.
This is the dolly I had when I was little.
She looks very pretty. Can I hold her?
Yes, but remember Dolly is very old and delicate, so do be gentle with her.
I will, Granny.
Anyway, enough of that. How would you both like to see something good?
Yes, please.
We need to go to my shed.
Grandpa is always making little things in his shed. I suppose it keeps him happy.
Look at this.
Ooh.
I call it Mark 1. It's my first homemade toy aeroplane.
Airplane.
George loves aeroplanes.
Can it fly, Grandpa?
Of course. Watch this. Landing is the tricky bit.
It is the best little plane ever, Grandpa.
But it could be better if it were bigger. So I made this one, Mark 2.
Wow!
Gently does it. Yes. Like I said, landing is the tricky bit.
Lovely, Grandpa. It's good to get these things out of your system. And now that you've made a big toy plane, there's no need to make another, is there?
No, Granny Pig. You know what? I fancy a glass of orange juice.
Good idea, Grandpa Pig. Is anyone else thirsty?
Yes, please.
Then I'll go to the house and get some juice for all of us.
See you later.
Peppa, remember to take care of Dolly.
I will, Granny.
Bye, Granny. Right, now I can show you what I've been working on. This is Mark 3.
Wow!
Yes, it's bigger and better. It even has a place for a pilot to sit.
We can put George in it.
No, I think that might be a bit dangerous.
Aww.
Maybe Dolly would like to be the pilot.
But Granny said I should look after Dolly.
Dolly will be fine.
OK.
Let's see what it can do.
Wow!
The toy aeroplane is doing a loop-the-loop.
Dolly!
Oh no, Dolly has fallen out of the plane.
No need to panic.
Hooray!
Let's try something even more exciting.
Watch out for the house, Grandpa!
Oh, it's fine. The door is open.
Now, where is that juice? What was that?
Ah, you see, I know what I'm doing.
Clever, Grandpa!
Now, I just need to land it. Gently does it.
Ah! Dolly! Caught you!
Hooray!
Juice for everyone.
Ah, Granny Pig. Perfect timing.
What is that?
It's a toy aeroplane. A big toy aeroplane.
Yes, I can see that.
Grandpa did some fancy flying.
And Dolly, did you enjoy your playtime with Peppa and George?
Grandpa put Dolly in the
Yes. We've all had a lovely time.
Yes, Grandpa.
Peppa and George love toy aeroplanes. Everybody loves toy aeroplanes.
Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George out for the day on his sailing boat.
Hello, Grandpa Pig.
Hello.
Hello, old bean.
Grandpa, that man just called you an old bean.
Yes, Peppa. It's another way of saying old friend.
Are they your friends, Grandpa?
Oh, not really. We're just members of the same sailing club. Now, where did I leave my boat?
What does your boat look like, Grandpa?
It has a little red flag on top of the mast.
Like that little flag?
Ah, yes.
Oh, dear. Grandpa Pig's sailing boat has sunk.
I'm afraid we can't go sailing today, children.
Oh.
Here is Grampy Rabbit on his hovercraft.
What is that monstrosity?
Is it allowed at the sailing club?
Hello! What a marvellous day for sailing!
Hello, Grampy Rabbit.
Peppa, you look sad. What's the matter?
We can't go sailing because our boat has sunk.
Oh dear. Why don't you hop onto my hovercraft?
Hooray!
I really don't think this is quite...
Hold on to your hat!
Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft can go on land and water.
I built it myself! You'd never guess, would you? We don't need that bit.
You can't drive this thing around here. You're not a member of the sailing club.
But you're a member, aren't you?
Yes, but...
That's all right, then.
Nothing like a peaceful day's sailing.
The calmness of the water, the quietness of the... Oh, what's that horrible noise?
Hello there! Lovely day for a sail!
It's that monstrosity again.
Is that Grandpa Pig?
Hello?
I say, is anybody else thirsty?
Me!
I saw an old shed back there selling juice.
That's not an old shed. That's the Sailing Club Cafe. It's for members only.
Yes, whatever. Let's go and get some juice. Hello there. 4 beakers of juice, please.
I'm afraid you cannot be served here, sir, unless you're a club member.
I'm not, but he is.
Hello. 4 juices, please.
Ah, yes, sir.
This is the life, eh? The sea and the sky and the boat sailing by.
But the boats are not sailing by, Grampy Rabbit.
There's no wind. Without wind, sailing boats can't sail.
Help! Help! We need to rescue them, Grampy Rabbit.
Good idea, Peppa. Hold on to your socks. Ahoy there! Toss me a line and I'll tow you back in. Here we go!
Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft is towing the sailing boats back to shore.
We're towing the boats to shore, boys. We're towing the boats to shore. We're towing the boats to the car park, towing the boats to be parked. I brought everyone back to the car park. That way, they don't have so far to walk to their cars.
But sailing boats don't go on land like hovercrafts.
Oh, yes.
Grandpa Pig, who is this friend of yours?
So sorry about that.
Sorry, about what?
We want to thank him for rescuing us.
Oh, I see. He's called Grampy Rabbit.
Delighted to meet you, Old Bean.
You're very welcome, Old Bean.
3 cheers for Grampy Rabbit. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hip.
Hooray!
Tinyland.
Mummy and Daddy Pig are taking Peppa, George and Susie Sheep to visit Tinyland.
Daddy, what is Tinyland?
It's a world just like the real world, Peppa, but very tiny.
It will be fun and educational.
Is it real, with real tiny people living in it?
No, it's just pretend.
If everything there is tiny and small, then we will be giants. And we will go, hello, little people. And they will go, ah, giants! I can't wait to get there.
Stop!
What's the problem, Mr. Bull?
There's no problem, Mummy Pig. We're just digging up the road.
Will it take long?
It will take as long as it takes.
But we're going to Tinyland today.
Oh, I love Tinyland. Everything's so tiny. And educational. That's important. Through you go.
Thank you, Mr. Bull.
Thank you.
Stop!
But you let them through.
They are going to Tinyland. That's important.
Welcome to Tinyland, where everything is really tiny. And educational. Feast your eyes on the world of famous places.
Wow!
These are exact copies of real famous buildings, but a bit smaller.
Ooh!
Here's Big Ben, and next to it, the Eiffel Tower, just like it is in the real world.
And the pyramids, Sydney Opera House, Statue of Liberty and the Kremlin.
But these famous buildings aren't all on the same street in real life.
Aren't they? Well, you learn something new every day.
Ooh, look at that!
This is the land of water.
Ooh, there are tiny little boats. And there's even a tiny Miss Rabbit. Boats! Boats! Get your boats here!
Yes, that is just one of my many jobs.
This looks just like Pirate Island. And there are some pirates. Ha-ha! What was that? Dinosaur.
This is the land of dinosaurs.
Wow!
This is how the world looked a long time ago, before houses and cars and stuff. Here is a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Ooh!
And over there is a Triceratops. One is a herbivore and the other is a carnivore. Oh, look! They are playing together, just as they would have done.
Amazing! This is exactly as it would have been all those millions of years ago.
Except for the train.
All aboard! There you are again, Miss Rabbit, driving the train. Full steam ahead! Where's it going now?
To tiny modern land.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train was on the track. Puff and puff, clickety-clickety-clack. This is like where we live, Peppa. Yes, there are houses and cars and hills and trees and trains and planes and boats.
It's a busy world. 24-hour non-stop.
Stop! Oh, it's broken.
No, it's not. Look there.
Stop! It's a tiny little Mr. Bull digging up the road. That's what happened to us on our way here.
Tinyland is just like the real world, down to every tiny detail.
We're digging up the road!
Sailing boat.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and George sailing.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig.
Here are Mr. Stallion and Mrs. Corgi. They are members of the sailing club.
Hello, we're just going out for a sail.
It's a bit early for sailing.
Yes, you can't go sailing now.
Thank you for your advice. See you later.
Grandpa, your friend said that we can't go sailing yet.
They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, bother.
Grandpa's boat is stuck in the mud.
There's no water, Grandpa.
Yes. The tide seems to be out.
So we can't go sailing?
Don't worry. The water will come back again soon and the boat will rise up.
The water is coming back.
It certainly is.
The water is lifting Grandpa's boat out of the mud.
We're bobbing up and down.
Let's go sailing.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
Off we go.
I love sailing.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig.
Are you okay there?
Do you need any help or advice, old chap?
We're doing just fine, thank you. Bye.
Grandpa, they're going quicker than us.
There's no need to hurry when you're sailing.
We're bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. A bobbing, 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 bobbing up and down. The boat bobs up and down.
Ahoy there, Grandpa Pig. Time to head back if you don't want to miss the tide.
If you leave it too late, you'll get stuck in the mud.
Ha-ha, right you are. Goodbye. I don't listen to them. I know more about the tides than they ever will.
The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up, the boat bobs down. The boat bobs up. Oh, we've stopped bobbing.
Ah, the tide seems to have gone out.
Are we stuck in the mud, Grandpa?
Yes, but only until the tide changes. Then the water will lift us up again.
When will the water come back?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh.
We'll just have to spend the night on the boat.
A sleepover! Hooray!
I'd better give Granny Pig a call.
Hello?
Hello, Granny Pig. We've decided to spend the night out on the boat.
You mean you've got the tides wrong?
No, of course not. I just...
We're stuck in the mud, Granny.
I knew it.
It's an adventure, Granny. We'll see you in the morning.
Where will we sleep, Grandpa?
Here. The boat has 2 little bunk beds.
Ooh.
And I will sleep on deck, under the stars.
Night-night, Grandpa.
Night-night, Peppa and George.
Peppa and George are asleep in the bunks. Grandpa Pig is asleep on the deck. The stars are twinkling in the sky above. It is morning.
We're bobbing up and down.
Look, children, the water is back.
Hooray!
Grandpa Pig's boat is floating again.
Time to sail home.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa. The boat bobs up and down.
Granny Pig has come to meet Peppa and George.
Granny Pig! Thank you.
Hello, my little ones. Did you have a nice time?
Yes! We got stuck in the mud and had a sleepover.
Peppa loves sailing. Everyone loves sailing.
Police station.
Peppa and her family are driving home.
That was a great day out. Now all I want to do is get home, put my feet up and have a lovely cup of...
I'm sore. George has lost Mr. Dinosaur again.
Oh dear. George could have lost Mr. Dinosaur anywhere. We've been to so many places today.
We went to the shops, to the playground, to the park.
George cannot remember where he left Mr. Dinosaur.
Oh well, Mr. Dinosaur is lost forever then.
Don't worry, George. Somebody will have found Mr. Dinosaur.
Yes, and when people find lost things, they take them to the police station.
So that's where Mr. Dinosaur will be.
This is the police station. Here are Police Officer Squirrel and Police Officer Panda. They are doing important police work.
Very good donuts, these.
Yes, donuts really are the best.
The police like donuts.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
That is how the police say hello.
And how may we help you today?
Dinosaur. George has lost Mr. Dinosaur.
Don't worry, George. I'm sure you'll find your dinosaur.
All you've got to do is keep your ears and eyes open.
Actually, we were hoping some kind person might have found George's toy dinosaur and brought it here.
I see. We'll need to question George. It's just routine.
Please describe your dinosaur in your own words.
Take your time.
Use as many words as you like.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Excellent description.
We do have some lost dinosaurs in the back. Follow me.
Wow! What a lot of stuff!
Yes, it's amazing the things people lose.
Umbrellas.
Handbags.
Pirate treasure.
Wow!
Yes, pirates are always forgetting where they buried their treasure.
People dig the treasure up, and when they can't find the pirate who legally owns it,
They bring the treasure here.
funny thing is, not one single pirate has ever walked into our police station to claim their treasure.
This cement mixer was found in a train. The passenger must have forgotten it.
Ooh.
And this banana was found in a shoe shop.
How in the world it got there, we'll never know. I'm sorry, young lad. What were we looking for again?
Dinosaur.
Oh, yes. Here we are, a box full of plastic dinosaurs.
Is this your Stegosaurus?
No.
How about this Triceratops?
No.
This Brontosaurus?
No.
I'm afraid that's all the toy dinosaurs we've got.
Oh.
Don't worry, George. I'm sure you'll find your dinosaur.
All you've got to do is keep your ears and eyes open. Oh, who put that lamppost there?
Yes, it's not a safe place to put a lamppost. Dangerous lamppost on public highway.
Aha! So this is your car, is it?
Yes?
The very same car you used for your day out when the dinosaur was lost?
Yes. Why?
Bear with us, please, madam. Did you look for George's dinosaur in the car?
Well, no. We
Please step away from the car, madam. Nothing in here. Completely clean.
Mind if we open the boot, madam?
Go ahead.
Hello, hello, hello. Look what we found here.
Dinosaur.
Ah, yes. Why didn't we think of looking in the boot?
Thank you so much.
Just doing our job, madam.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur, and Mr. Dinosaur loves George.
Madame Gazelle's house.
Peppa and her family are visiting Madame Gazelle.
Hello, Madame Gazelle.
Hello, everyone. Come in.
Whoa!
Your hallway is a big slide, Madame Gazelle.
Is it meant to be like that?
No, the house is just old.
Everything here is a little bit wonky-donkey.
Everything is leaning now, but it wasn't always this way.
When did your house start leaning, Madame Gazelle?
Oh, I don't know. It's been so long. And now I have cracks everywhere, too.
I think your house might need fixing.
Can't I just paper over the cracks and paint it? That is what my builder told me to do.
What does the outside wall look like? Ah, what's this?
Oh, that is my little Christmas tree.
That's not little, that's big.
It was from Christmas a long time ago. It was a little baby tree with a fairy on top. After Christmas, I could not bear to throw it away, so I planted it in the garden.
Your baby tree has grown so much, it's pushing your house over.
That's why your house is all wonky-donkey.
Oh, dear. What can we do about it?
I'll call Mr. Bull.
Hello?
Mr. Bull, we have a big tree that needs looking at.
I'll be right there. So, where's this tree then?
Here it is.
That's a mighty fine tree you have there, Madam Gazelle. Strong roots.
Yes, but it's pushing the house over.
Oh, yes. Let's chop it down.
Oh, dear, my poor tree.
Stop! I saw something move in the tree. It was a little animal.
In that case, I must take a look.
Before Mr. Bull chops the tree down, he must check that no animals are living in it.
Aha!
Mr. Bull has found a bird's nest.
Look at that! Little birdies nesting in your tree, Madam Gazelle.
Please, can I see the birdies?
OK, Peppa. We can watch from the windows.
Ooh, lovely birdies.
I think there's something else higher up the tree. Look what's here!
Buzzy bees!
Let's see what else there is. I say, look at this!
It's an owl!
Oh, I think I see something else. Onward and upward. Aha! You've got bats, Madam Gazelle.
Ah, my friends the bats. They remind me of the old country.
And what's this?
Ah, my Christmas decorations.
And a fairy.
That is the fairy I put on the little tree all those years ago.
It's a magnificent tree, a wonderful home to so many little animals.
Yes, this tree should not be chopped down.
Hooray!
But wait, if the tree stays, what will happen to my house?
Well, eventually it will fall over.
But I need a house to live in. Oh.
I've got an idea. We'll put your house in the tree. Mr. Bull, the crane, please.
Right you are!
It's a tree house!
Yes, it is wonderful. I have always wanted to live in a tree house. Thank you, everyone.
Hooray!
Madam Gazelle loves tree houses. Everyone loves tree houses.
Caves.
Today, Peppa and her family are visiting the caves. Molly Mole is visiting the caves too.
Hello, Molly. The caves sound exciting, don't they? Yes, I'm looking forward to the Ride of Doom.
Ride of Doom? What's that?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Hello,
Here is Mr. Rabbit.
I'm your tour guide. Please put on these safety hard hats.
Will the caves be dangerous?
Not at all. Follow me for a completely safe tour.
Good. All that talk of the Ride of Doom had me worried for a moment.
I'm your tour guide.
Oh.
Here is Grampy Rabbit.
Let's go on a wild, mad adventure.
Oh, should we put on these safety hats?
Why not? Does anyone have a problem with going deep underground?
I'm not too keen on small dark spaces.
Like a cave, you mean?
And I'm not so good with heights.
I see. Anything else I should know?
George and I like exciting places.
Brilliant! These caves are ridiculously exciting. Please follow me. These steps take us down into the caves.
Ooh, this is fun.
Yes, it actually is quite fun. It's good not to know exactly how deep we are.
We're 100 meters down now. Imagine, if you will, the tons and tons of rock just sitting above our heads.
Great.
Welcome to the caves.
It's so pretty and sparkly.
Amazing.
Look, there's a little boat.
All aboard!
You know what? Because this cave is so huge and beautiful, I feel fine about being down here.
Now we go through this little tunnel. It can get a bit squeezy. Breathe in. Everyone out of the boat.
I can't say I enjoyed that.
Don't worry. We won't go through any more tunnels.
Good.
We just have to cross this chasm.
Whoa, that looks like quite a drop.
Yes, it's wonderfully deep. I'll show you. See how long it takes this rock to hit the bottom.
Wow.
So, how do we get across?
Did you hear anything about a ride of doom?
Molly Mole said the Ride of Doom was the best bit.
What exactly is this Ride of Doom?
Nothing to be alarmed by. It's a zip wire ride over this chasm and down to the deepest part of the caves.
Oh, goody.
It's really fun and, of course, completely safe.
I'm not very good with heights. Is there another way to...
See you on the other side!
Whoa!
Wait for me! If that isn't the craziest fun in the world, I don't know what is.
It was brilliant. Did you enjoy it, Daddy?
Yes.
Here, at the deepest point of the caves, our tour comes to an end. Any questions?
How do we get out?
Oh, a good question. We take the lift. Here we are, back on the surface again.
Daylight.
Welcome to the gift shop.
Look, there's a picture of us on the Ride of Doom. Daddy, you look funny.
That will help you remember the Ride of Doom forever.
Thank you very much.
Peppa loves caves. Everyone loves caves.
Mummy Pig's book.
Mummy Pig is working on the computer.
Mummy, can we play Happy Mrs. Chicken on the computer?
Not at the moment, Peppa. I need to finish the important book I'm writing.
Daddy Pig is in the kitchen making lunch.
Daddy, when can we play Happy Mrs. Chicken?
When Mummy has finished writing her book.
Oh, that's it. After lots and lots of hard work, I've finally finished writing my book.
Well done, Mummy Pig.
Now we can play Happy Mrs. Chicken. Hooray!
You did save your work, didn't you?
Ah, no, I didn't press save.
40, 90, 10, million, 112. Well done, George. That's the highest score ever.
My work. Where's my work? Ah, there it is. Quick. Save, close, send. Phew.
Is your work all right, Mummy?
Yes, Peppa. I've just sent it off to be made into a real storybook.
Ooh, a storybook.
Not just one book. Lots and lots of books. Going to bookshops everywhere.
Wow. Mummy, can you read us your story?
Yes, I'm going to read it to you and your friends at Playgroup tomorrow.
Mummy Pig has arrived at the playgroup with lots of copies of her new book.
Thank you, Mummy Pig, for coming to read your new book to us today.
It's very exciting. These books are so new, I haven't even opened one yet.
Children, Mummy Pig has worked hard to write this book. So we must listen politely, even if it is not very good.
Thank you. It's about an onion.
Ooh.
Once upon a time, there was an onion called Funny Onion. 4768593. Oh.
The rest of the book is one big long number.
I don't understand.
This is not what I wrote. What is 4768593?
It's George's Happy Mrs. Chicken high score.
Wow, that is a high score. But where's my Funny Onion story? It's gone. I'm sorry, children, but I can't read Funny Onion to you today.
Oh.
Can you remember the story, Mummy Pig? Yes. Then just tell us the rest. All right. Once upon a time, there was an onion called Funny Onion. All he wanted was to make people laugh, but he made people cry instead because he was an onion. What a beautiful, sad ending. No, wait, Madame Gazelle, it's not finished. Oh, I see. Carry on. Funny Onion said,
I will search the world to learn how to be funny.
He met a tomato. The tomato said, wear a funny hat. But people still cried. He met a banana who said, wear some funny shoes. But people still cried. Funny Onion was ready to give up when a pineapple whispered in his ear. What do you think the pineapple said?
Wear a funny red nose. Wear a purple wig.
Very good. But what the pineapple really said was, do something funny. Funny Onion did something funny, and everyone laughed. They laughed and laughed and laughed. The end. Marvellous. I think it speaks to all of us.
The parents have come to collect the children.
I've just been to the bookshop, Mummy Pig. It's full of your books. What did you mean by 453967?
Well, actually...
It's probably post-narrative.
Very modern.
Well done, Mummy Pig. Thank you.
The parents love Mummy Pig's book. The children love Mummy Pig's book. Everyone loves Mummy Pig's book.
The zoo.
Peppa and her playgroup are visiting the zoo for the day.
Going to the zoo. Bing bong bing, bong bing boom. We're all going to the zoo.
Children, are you ready to see all kinds of animals?
Yes, Madame Gazelle.
Today, we will be meeting wild animals.
Ooh.
But don't worry, the wild animals will be safely behind fences. A lion has escaped!
Hello, I'm Mr. Lion. Welcome to the zoo.
It is Mr. Lion, the zookeeper.
Hello, Mr. Lion.
You've picked a good time to visit. It's feeding time.
Ooh.
This way to the animals. Here are the tortoises.
Ooh.
We keep this gate shut so they don't run away.
They don't look like they could ever run. No, they're moving very slowly.
Yes, that's why they live to be so old.
How long do they live?
Tortoises can live 100 years.
Wow.
Now, feeding time. Who knows what tortoises like to eat?
Tortoises like to eat vegetables.
That's right. That's why we feed them lettuce.
Mr. Lion is feeding the tortoises lettuce.
But of course, children, not all animals eat vegetables.
That's right, Mrs. Wildebeest.
My name is Madame Gazelle.
Sorry, Gazelle, Wildebeest. For some reason, I always get those two mixed up.
Mr. Lion, what animal will we see next?
I'll give you a clue. It lives in water.
Is it a whale or a shark?
Oh, wait and see. Look carefully into the water.
I can't see anything. There's nothing in there.
Wait, I think I see something. Ah! Crocodile!
Hello, I'm Mrs. Crocodile. I'm the keeper in charge of the penguins.
Penguins!
Adorable, aren't they? And now it's their feeding time. Penguins eat fish.
Ooh. Penguins are very good at catching. And And waddling. And they like to swim.
If you look through the glass wall, you can see the penguins swimming underwater.
Wow! They're really good at swimming.
Yes, that's why we have this fancy pool for them.
Very interesting. Thank you, Mrs. Crocodile and Mr. Lion.
It's our pleasure, Mrs. Wildebeest.
Gazelle.
Of course, yes. Gazelle.
What animal are we meeting next? I can see it. It's very tall. It's a giraffe. Yes, that's my dad. He's a keeper at the zoo.
Hello, I'm Mr. Giraffe.
Hello, Mr. Giraffe. What sort of animal are you looking after?
See if you can guess.
Look up there. There's a net. It must be a flying wild animal. It must be hiding, watching us, waiting to pounce. Ooh, butterflies!
Mr. Giraffe looks after the butterflies.
Is it the butterflies' feeding time?
Yes, and the butterflies get all the food they need from these flowers.
It is amazing they can live on just the food from flowers.
I wish I could get by just eating flowers.
Yes.
All this talk of eating has made me quite hungry.
Me too. Well, it's our feeding time now.
What's for lunch today, Mr. Lion?
Ho-ho! Lunch boxes for everyone. Sandwiches, fruit juice, and an apple.
Little picnics in boxes.
Tuck in, everyone.
Hooray!
Mr. Lion loves feeding time at the zoo. Everyone loves feeding time at the zoo.